What's up, y'all? So I guess they finally caught Jack the Ripper after 140 years. Um, it's crazy on how people get away for so long. They be catching these murderers after they then, um, or these serial killers after they um, then went and had another life, got married, got kids, be all in the community. I forgot what the other guy's name was, but it was. Not the Zodiac Killer, but it's another one. Uh, I forgot what it's called. Shit, I'll pull it up. But he was just a totally different guy. 40, 30, 40 years later. This is 150 years, 140 years, and they finally caught Jack the Ripper, and um, from DNA, and it's cool to have caught him. You know what I'm saying? I think he killed five people. Let me go to the names. He killed five people. Here's some of the pictures and stuff that from when back in those days, because it was back in the day. So these are like things that they're showing. He was just killing these women and stuff. Let me see. He killed five women: Mary Nichols, Annie Chapman, Elizabeth Stride, Catherine Eddowes. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Eddowes. 46. Um, well, actually, hold on. Let me start from the beginning. Sorry about that. The victims were Mary Nichols, 43, Annie Chapman, 47, Elizabeth Stride, 44, Catherine Eddowes, 46, and Mary J. Kelly, 25. Um, Three of them had their internal organs removed. I guess he was a suspect back in the day, and um, they questioned him, but they must have not had enough evidence. But now they got concrete proof that someone in his family, which he was the one that they were looking at, killed these women. And it's kind of scary to know that these people be out there for so long. And what do you guys think about like everybody being on like everybody's DNA being taken? Because see, if everybody in the world's DNA has been taken, because if you're a felon and you go to jail, you don't have a right. They're going to take your DNA, and so all felons that are in jail now, whenever they go to jail, they get their DNA taken. But let's say they were able to put up some type of system where they give the whole world DNA tests, then we would catch all the serial killers, because serial killers, they can hide behind their DNA. But like if a cop pulls somebody over and he's checking him, it should have an alert to say, hey, he hasn't got his DNA test yet. So then that cop will give him a mouth swab, and then he'll have his DNA. So even if he's not going to get arrested right then, but let's say that there's a ding once he brings that DNA sample to the DNA place or lab or whatever, and there's a ding. Now they know it's that person because he had his ID and everything. So you want to catch all the serial killers in the world? That's what I propose to, just make everybody get DNA tests. I mean, if you're not hiding anything, what's the difference? It's almost like a fingerprint. So if people won't get into their feelings about that, it's just like a fingerprint. Everybody has to get their fingerprint taken. In the same, if you get your DNA taken, then it'll just be another way to, you know, point you out if you do some old bullshit like kill five people. It's not, it's a sad thing. We don't know those people personally, but they had families and shit. And even though it was 140 years, you never know what the grieving type families can be, into. Like, people could still be feeling that shit today because they know it was their ancestor. I mean, you just never know. But still, it's, people shouldn't take people's lives, especially if they're not even doing anything. I can understand if somebody kills somebody because, hold on, let me put this down a little bit. If somebody kills somebody because they had to protect their family or something like that. But I would not want somebody to kill somebody just for no reason. And I don't believe in, people killing people at all. But, sometimes I know that there's situations where a person has to protect his family. Like if somebody breaks into your house and you have to make sure that they don't get to your kids, I can understand that type of stuff. But, just killing for no reason or killing because you wanted to enjoy these women. I don't remember exactly the story. I just know that, it was a big story. But it's good that he's been caught. I mean, but if they was to take DNA from everybody in the US, then you'd find all the serial killers. You would find them. And I mean, you'd have everybody's DNA. And people can be in their feelings about this, like I said, and that's your opinion. You know what I'm saying? I'm not hiding nothing in my life. I didn't kill a bunch of people, and I'm hiding from it. But everybody has to get a fingerprint, so it's almost the exact same thing, other than it's DNA. And all felons got to do it anyway. So why don't you just bring it to everybody doing it, and have everybody around getting their DNA taken? First off, you'll just let the whole world know. Get your DNA taken, just like you do a COVID test, right? Then once you get your DNA taken, then it'll be in the system. So now if a cop pulls somebody over, their name should alert that cop. He hasn't got his DNA taken yet. And then that cop will say, okay, well, we need to take your DNA before you leave. So even if he ain't doing nothing wrong, he needs his DNA taken. And then once his DNA is taken, then we'll have everybody in the world's DNA. So if you have things that you haven't, crimes that you haven't solved, I bet you will solve a lot of crimes this way. It's almost like a fingerprint, but it's even better because some of you, police departments and stuff have evidence of shit that's back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So, that's just my suggestion, man. I'm just talking, man. But Jack the Ripper has been, at least, found, but, he's long dead. And also, I think they said that he went to a psychiatric hospital. So his last days, he was crazy anyway. So he was just crazy anyway. But that's why you have to try to protect yourself. And you just never know, what's out there and what can harm you. And, all we're trying to do is make it somewhere, but not to, I think that's the end of that story, not to death because somebody just wanted to kill us for whatever reason he had. For whatever reason. What is the guy's name? I think it's, hold on, let me see. I think it's Kosminski, but I gotta see exactly what. I think he says the exact name. Let me see. Can't go come on here and not tell y'all what the guy's name is. Let me see. Left on the show. Let me see. I apologize. I know it said the name somewhere, just not seeing it. Let's see. It was like Barber something. Let me see, because I had it on my phone at first. For some reason, I'm not seeing it. Let me see. I'm not seeing it. This is Barber something, but I gotta find it. Okay. It was found. Aaron. Okay. About Aaron. Edward. I know it's Barber and it's Aaron Barber, but I want to pronounce it the right way. So I'm trying to find it because it's like maybe the first, middle, and last. So I want to. And he died in a mental hospital. I mean, a mental institution in 1919. The guy Kosminski that killed all of these people. But I just want to find out what his exact name is. How they, because they said the first, last, and first, middle, and last. All right. I know it's Aaron Kosminski, Aaron Barber Kosminski, or Barber Aaron Kosminski. I am not finding it right now for some reason, but that's what it is. So, but that's the person, Jack the Ripper. But let's get all the serial killers off off the streets, because I got a daughter out there, and she's a young lady right now, and I don't need her being in danger because some old sicko that needs to be in a damn psychiatric hospital. Which I heard they've closed a lot of psychiatric hospitals, so there's nowhere for these people to go. At least in the the middle Georgia, uh, they closed a bunch of psychiatric hospitals. So there's nowhere for crazy. Well, I mean, not crazy, but people that have problems or mental illnesses to go. But some of them are crazy, and that's why this guy killed a bunch of people. No matter how mentally disturbed he is, he's crazy also, because he took these lives and he didn't probably care at all. So, but thank you for tuning in. Just wanted to let everybody know, because I didn't know that they found him, especially after so many years. So, do your own homework. But thanks for tuning in, and see you guys later. Thanks.